Alright, walking down the train tracks, about to leave Cascade Locks where we were camped out by the water. Looking at the bridge right now, about to go stop by the grocery store one more time and then get back on the trail, do about 10 miles today, get up the first part of 50 miles uphill the whole time to, what was the lodge called again?
Timberline.
Timberline Lodge. So then there I'll be getting a ride out to Portland and then going flying back to Illinois for a bit. But yeah, about to get back on the trail. Say goodbye to Washington. Bye, Washington.
Bye, Washington.
It's always an uphill. It's always on rocks, but you get good views from it. Nice open area. That's the Columbia River still, right? Yeah. It's pretty. Still going up. This climb is ridiculous. It's at a grade of like, I think it's at 707 feet per mile. So it's 4 miles and we gotta cover like 3,200 feet within that 4 miles. So it's just right up, sweating profusely. This guy can't stop. So got about a mile left to the climb and finally got up out of the woods a little bit. View of Mount Adams fading away, getting farther and farther. And then I'm not positive, but I think, I don't know if you can even see it on the phone. Yeah, you can't really see it from here, but like right here, just even with the trees, is Mount Hood, just peeking over the pass. Yeah, got about a mile left to go on the climb to the first campsite. Hopefully it's a nice one. I'm glad it's not right here because this would be pretty exposed. Just absolutely pouring sweat. Almost to the top. Yeah. All right, on the trail, just a little before 8:30. Finishing my breakfast, blueberry crisp Cliff Bar. It's absolutely amazing. Favorite one so far. But got a pretty gradual day today. Not too much up and down. About 5 miles from where we camped last night should be a lake, which would be cool. Might take a long lunch at, but yeah, aside from that, we're thinking like 20 to 25 miles today. Because it's so gradual, we should be able to push a little further and get a little bit closer to the Timberline Lodge, and then have, like a 15 or 16 mile day to get there instead of another 20. So we'll see how it goes. Do another 20. It's not a big deal though. It's easy enough to get there with that. Just gotta keep moving. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Check out this lake. People have told it's nice for swimming and stuff, so I might jump in there if it's warm out. But right now it's a little overcast, and some people are saying it's supposed to be rain tonight. But yeah, that's could happen. It could not happen. It's all very random, really. So even with the inReach and the Garmin, the weather report's basically useless. But yeah, just getting started. Adams, and then Rainier's actually popping up in the clouds over here today. Hey there, buddy. It really never gets old when you're coming towards a mountain, then you get to see it fading off in the distance, like having Adams and Rainier in the back, and then being able to see Mount Hood there in the front, going towards it. Just one after another. Just giant mountains in the distance. Very unpleasant moment I just had. Walking down the trail and feel something sting me in the back of the leg. I just think I just got stung by a bee. I think it got caught in my shorts and stung me right in the back of the knee, just above it. See, the camera can see it. Yep. There. Fucking bastard. Hiking up next to this road, but at least it's got a really good view of Mount Hood. We were worried initially. People were telling us that Oregon didn't have any views. It was pretty nice so far. Over here, Adams. And then Rainier. Right here, actually. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Camera doesn't do it justice, but that's Mount St. Helens, which is closer to. Rainier's the farthest one now. I was hoping that Mount Hood would be around this corner here, but it's all right. I'll take 3 out of 4 for now. Went out of the woods and boop, even closer to Mount Hood now. That one's fading into the distance, but this one's getting closer and closer. I think it might be like our last view of the day, but Mount Hood is super close. It's really big. Hopefully all those dark clouds stay on that side of it before we get to camp. But 2 more miles. That'll be like 24.4 miles for the day. So we're gonna call it 25 because we tried hard. But yeah, that'd be So it's getting pretty dark now. We just threw on the headlamps for the first time, actually still hiking. It's about 8 o'clock on the dot. We have about 0.4 to go. This is just the closest water spot. And so we just filled up, and yeah, just got a little bit tiny way to go. Everyone that we've seen coming the opposite way said that there wasn't anyone at the site that we were going to yet, but that could change at any minute, obviously. So we'll see what it is when we get there, get tents set up quickly, and try to eat dinner. We have around like 16 miles to do tomorrow, which will be a little nicer. So might sleep in or might try to get up and push it early, but figure it out then. All right, Tom and I here. Just got done packing up, getting ready from camping after our 24.5 mile day yesterday. I got dirt all over my face, disgusting. Got into camp when it was late, so we actually had to hike in the headlamps for a little bit. Got 16 miles to Timberline Lodge today though, so it should be pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Tom, you got anything to say?
I'm excited to get to Timberline Lodge.
We're excited to get to Timberline Lodge. It's still early. It's 9 o'clock, but it's early. We slept in a little.
We had a line.
Finished our first little climb for the day. That's not coming off. And got like 1.5 miles to water because that's all I got left after last night. We had to carry for like 5 miles and then cook dinner. And then now we had to go 4 miles to the next water, and so that'll last me one more sip before I get down to the bottom of the hill. It's just downhill, so it'll be pretty easy. Tom's over there filling out the registration for the Mount Hood Wilderness that we're just entering into. Yes. And yeah.
Harrison doing a dangerous river crossing. Yeah? Ooh.
Another dangerous water crossing. So why do they even build a bridge for this? It's squeaky. It's down below this runoff in Mount Hood. It's called the Sandy River. Looks like that's what we're gonna have to cross on over there. Check it out. fun little water crossing. So, we're sitting at the base of our next climb. Gotta do 2,000 feet, 2,500 feet roughly, in about 3.5, 4 miles. So we're just taking a long lunch. Don't really feel like hiking up it right now.
No.
Got a bunch of extra food. Could definitely camp here. Just do 10 miles, not even 9.5 tomorrow. But it's only 1 o'clock. What do you think, Tom?
You must hike on.
Just about halfway up our climb. Nice little view here of this rock slide. All this slide away area. This is like the closest that we've been to Mount Hood so far, but it's got a bunch of clouds around it, so you can't really see the peak of it or the glacier. Going up in the sun through a lot of berry bushes. Still going up. Follow up. It's about an equal size. Right over there. Well, that's supposed to be Mount Hood, but as you can see, it's all very blocked by this cloud looping around it. Still pretty up here though. Go around the corner. We're on the Timberline Lodge ski hill. You can go underneath the ski lift in a second. Underneath Mount Hood. Ski hills are weird when there's no snow on them. There's the Timberline Lodge. We're so close. Walking across the ski hills.
I like.
Oh, look at that giant cloud over there. Holy shit. That's insane. It's so flat. Oh no. I think there's a wedding going on here this week. Oh no. That's not going to be good. We're here at the Timberline Lodge, camped up in that trees right there. Beautiful view. Not entirely sure what the mountain this is right here, but it's pretty nice here. We can go check it out. So, first night at the Timberline Lodge was nothing less than epic. Upon entering the establishment, someone offered to buy Tom and I dinner at like the fanciest meal I've literally ever had. I can't speak right now. So what we had like the cucumber thing.
Yeah.
What was that?
Zucchini.
It was zucchini.
Yeah.
Wrapped in. Didn't order that. They just brought one little zucchini with something inside of it. It was delicious. I made it into 3 bites, which was ridiculous. But then What did you eat? We split oysters, which were like 20 bucks for a starter, and then I had wild salmon, which like the entree was like $44, and he had what? You had lamb.
Oh yeah.
It was absolutely insane, and so this guy just offered to buy us dinner, and there was a wine list that had a table of contents on it because he needed like an instruction on how to read it. It was so much. There was a palate cleansing sorbet before the dinner was served. I'd never experienced that before. That was insane. And so now there's supposed to be an all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet here, and we're gonna go check that out. Tom's getting a call. Bride and groom going to take pictures by Mount Hood, but there's this massive storm on top of it. The mountain only stops like here. The storm's way bigger. Okay, so last day camping at the Timberline Lodge here, and it's raining pretty thoroughly. Tent's not packed because it's soaking wet. I'm leaving it up there hoping that it rains less later on. I can pack it away semi-dry, but I got everything else already packed up. I'm gonna go put it in the lodge and get something to eat and get warm, because this is shitty. Got a beer from last night though. Terrible. So that's my tent right now, because it's pouring rain outside. So I just took it in and ran inside with it. This place is pretty cool though.
I actually knew that. I met a guy who was like, yeah, they're doing mountain bikes, but it's like $75. Yeah. That would have been really fun to just like ride it down the hill.
Yeah, and you don't even have to ride up. You just get the lift up and then ride down. Perfect.
Alright, so just leaving the Timberline Lodge now. It's pretty cool staying here. It's definitely somewhere that you like. I gotta come back to and like spend a weekend here. Probably just a weekend, because it'd be super expensive to spend any more than that. But this place is amazing. Met a bunch of great people. So going to Portland for 3 days, 3 nights. Flying out on the 11th, back to Bloomington or to Chicago, and then back down to Bloomington. And be off the trail for 10 days. Or more than 10 days, but be out of the state for 10 days. So hop in my ride now, get on my way. So spending my 1 day in Portland, I'm gonna check out a bunch of breweries. Got 10 Barrel Brewing Co. and then Rogue right next to it, and then I'm gonna check out Deschutes as well. Just left 10 Barrel Brewing back over here. Going to Backwoods Brewing on my Portland bar crawl, but it's fucking raining. So just enjoying it.